Monday night, you know what that means.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to tonight's episode of Locked and Loaded. What was the name of this stream again?
Of loot boxes and racist vegetables.
That sounds fun.
Oh yeah, it's gonna be a good night.
Ladies and gentlemen, coming with us tonight is our favorite sergeant in the group. I'm losing
Apparently
it.
the only one. You're losing it here.
Slightly losing it.
Sergeant Buck.
Hi.
And our least favorite deadbeat, Pavaros.
Hello.
And also, probably your least favorite of the three, Smart Pig 2150. Hello. How's everybody tonight?
Not drunk enough.
Not drunk enough. Well, you should probably get on that, buddy.
That's because you got too drunk last night. That's what it is.
Did you get drunk last night?
Yeah.
I didn't. I was topped up on freaking muscle relaxers.
No, I think there was a point in time because we were trying to do Raid in Destiny. There was a point in time where I realized Buck just was too drunk to deal with anything.
Hey, I was doing fine.
Well, the raid pissed you off, like hard.
Yeah, I was completely and utterly strung out on muscle relaxers last night. I did something to my back, and a different muscle group than usual decided to start spasming. So, yesterday and most of today was spent laying in bed, trying to recover at least a little bit. But I'm much better now. It's not a jabby pain anymore. It's more of a pinch.
That's good. I've just had work to deal with as usual.
Yeah. You get promoted yet?
At the warehouse, yeah. I am no longer seasonal. I'm now regular. Still part-time, but it's something.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah. I've decided after discussing with the wife, I have decided to not worry about full-time work and to go for part-time work and go back to school. Use up my BAH while I can.
Okay, yeah.
So.
Planning to do more stuff in electrical engineering, or?
No, I'm not sure yet. It's probably going to be something office related.
Oh, good.
So, probably accounting or something stupid like that.
Counting.
Yeah, counting. Counting beans.
Now that's a dull job.
With an abacus.
I've had to do it for the family business, and that is a very dull job.
Yeah, but it pays.
It does.
Well, and you also, like, your mind is out on something, and it's not ridiculously stupidly draining.
Mm-hmm.
So, yeah, we'll see. We'll see how it goes.
Yeah. How about you, Pop? How was your week? Just work as usual?
Yeah, nothing really happened. Just kind of existing. I've been broke the entire time, so like, I haven't really been eating much. Which is probably not a good thing that I'm drinking so much alcohol right now.
No. Well, was it free?
Yes.
Then there's no problem. Oh, man. God, I'm not looking forward to next week. Because those Christmas orders are going to start ramping up.
Yeah.
I keep seeing the best ways
shoppers.
to order from Amazon every time I see them. Look at you.
Yeah.
Yeah. Those ads. Best way to order from Amazon. Yeah, you press order.
You just do it. Don't
just
think
just
about
click
it more.
on you just put the thing in your shopping cart, and then you click on the shopping cart up in the top right corner, and then you hit proceed to checkout in the little drop down menu. There you go. That's the best way to order from Amazon.
Just don't drink in Prime.
Yeah, that'll get you in trouble. That'll get
like
you in trouble.
buying 76, pre-ordering it. How'd you like that Nerf pig? They just didn't tell anybody about.
Oh, what
Which
did they
nerf?
Oh, they nerfed okay. So the entire reason to take and control public workspaces is for things like a machine that will just pump out ammo or pump out
Yeah, I didn't
power
see.
cores.
I actually haven't played 76 for a little while.
Oh, shit.
Well, so they decided to not tell anyone in a patch a big patch they did, that they were nerfing all of those things to basically render them
Pointless?
pointless. Yeah.
Yeah, no, I get it. Oh, the thing is I know why they did it. It's not that they rendered it pointless. It's that they were trying to make it so that you're more inclined to try and hold on to it when the waves are going through. You know?
If you, from how they played it, it was fine beforehand, and now it's not worth it.
It really wasn't fine beforehand. You know how many you got so much resources from those things.
Not that much.
Yeah, it was. Dude,
I took the one down in. Okay, we're getting off topic.
How are we getting off? How are we getting off topic if this is the topic we're discussing?
The topic was. Never mind.
Because I thought they just
About
nerfed
it.
stuff to make the grind harder.
Yeah, that's basically what they did.
I took the Bungie
in
approach.
my-
I will admit it is very ridiculously easy to get some of those resources in the game, as long as you know where to look.
Mhm.
So, but that you
The
can
point is to get a good payout if you're going to have to go into instant PvP with anyone that wants to take things from you.
Mm-hmm.
And you're not getting a good payout at all. You're just
Well, it wasn't just the instant PvP. You also had to stick around. Because if you weren't anywhere near the area that you captured and a PvP started, you had to get back there.
Yeah.
Or instantly lose as soon as the round is over.
Yeah.
And sometimes those rounds are very short.
So there's zones in 76 where there's forced PvP? I'm confused.
It's kind of like a public event.
Okay.
So you played 4, right, Buck?
Fallout 4, yeah.
Yeah. So you know how you'd walk up to an area with a workbench, and you'd kill all the things around it, and then you'd have a workbench to build a settlement.
Mm-hmm.
Well, they still have that in 76. It's just you have to protect it from anybody who wants it, because if you hold that, you don't hold it forever. You hold it for long enough to get a bunch of resources out of these machines.
You also have to put in the machines that actually extract the resources.
Okay.
Well, obviously, you have to do that in every online survival game, but it's just
Yeah, you have to.
because of the payout that you get at the end. It was worth it.
Okay.
Now you don't get that much of a payout. I
Yeah,
think most things they slashed it down more than a half of what you got, and you could get the same amount of resources within like half the time just doing your own scavenging.
the problem is those few spots are the only places to get a specific resource. You have to hold a power plant to get certain resources.
To get power cores or
Yes.
fusion cores.
Mhm.
Okay.
Fusion cores are important because the end game armor is power armor.
Right.
I don't like
Requires
that at all.
requires
Yeah,
fusion
it
cores in order
requires
to
fusion
run,
cores.
and it's especially important if you do a power armor build
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
where
you need a
you're
shit ton of
entirely
fusion cores.
you're entirely dependent on power armor to do anything in the game.
And I've actually not liked power armor. It makes me feel meh. But to do most of the end game stuff, you have to have power armor. Like after the nuke drops.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. In order to survive anything past level 40 combat wise, you need to have
Jeez.
power armor. Or
Goddamn.
you have to be very, very skilled on the long shots.
Wow. Sounds like a proper survival game.
Yeah. Like it's Fallout 76 is definitely a survival game. It's built for survival gamers rather than Fallout gamers.
Yeah, I would definitely say that from what
So
I've
it's
heard.
it's definitely my cup of tea, but it's not Pop's.
I'd have to give it a try.
If the game would work, then it'd be fine. But the game doesn't.
Well, what's new there, Todd Howard? It just works. All right. What are we all drinking? Oh my god. Okay. Yes? No route. Okay. What the hell? What the hell? What fucking gives? Great. Ah, fuck. So, yeah, I guess it's just me right now. Great. This is just great. I am going to restart Discord and see if that fixes anything. That yeah, there was something about 76 and then this happened. Fucking Discord. All right, let me try rebooting. Yeah, let's see if that does anything. Oh,
There he
what
is.
the hell?
There he is.
Now, oh my God,
There-
Discord, what the
There
fuck?
he is.
I don't know what's going on with Discord the last couple of days, but it's starting to piss me off.
Yeah, this.
Now you realize that if you had been using the widget,
Uh huh.
this wouldn't have been a problem
Really?
because we'd still be in the widget.
Oh well, I have it open for the others for another screen. For the other screen,
Uh-huh.
it's not on every
You should
screen.
add them. You should add them both. You should add them into both screens.
Okay, I didn't realize it worked like that. So, we'll be doing
Well-
that from now on.
Let me clarify. I am assuming that's how it'll work.
Okay.
If that's not how it works, then I'll be very disappointed because it's the audio is supposed to be in the
In the
thing
widget.
no matter what.
Okay. Well, we
But
can
hey,
test that.
we'll figure it out.
So,
Yeah. So what were we talking about again?
something about 76, then I asked what everyone was drinking, who was drinking what, and
Oh, okay.
then I realized that Discord said fuck you.
Ah,
This is better
Yeah,
not be
it
a
was-
recurring thing.
Hopefully not.
okay. Well,
Indeed.
as I was saying, you remember, Buck? Do you remember the one of the different rums I was talking about last week?
Yeah.
Black.
I found a bottle of Blackheart.
Beautiful.
I'm very happy about it.
Must be
It's a very tasty
exceedingly
rum.
healthy. I'm just gonna put that down.
And apparently, Pav is drowning himself in Bacardi and raspberry daiquiri.
No. Not Bacardi. I don't actually know what the rum is. My roommate got it. But it's like a mixture of
Yeah, I was looking at the store for a black card, and there's not even tags for it out here. I might be able to find it in like a special liquor store or something, but it's
Yeah.
it's not a not
It
something
might
the
be.
average store
It might
keeps
be
on
an
shelf.
East Coast. It might be an East Coast rum.
Mm-hmm.
But I found it up here. There's only two stores that I found it in so far. That was the one on down in Hilton Head Island, and then the liquor store in town here. Okay, one of the liquor stores in town here because Philadelphia is a big town.
I was about to say, I'm like in town.
Philadelphia is a big area.
Shit. No, yeah. So it's a mixture. So I had gone to the store with Cortana while she was up here, and decided to get a few different kinds of alcohol and some mixes with them. And for $2, there was a pina colada mix. Like in a bottle, it was like you just add alcohol to it, blah 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 blah. So I decided to get that. Didn't realize that you had to blend it, so I never actually used it until my roommate grabbed it and decided to start blending it with his rum and frozen raspberries. And it's actually really good.
Hmm.
Yeah,
I just don't
there's a
think
lot of
flavors should. I just don't think the flavors would mix very well.
They do. They do. It's also a spiced rum, so
That's not how you're supposed to drink pina coladas.
hey, did
It's
we
supposed
not
to be-
mention that it was
it's-
free?
it-
Like the entire
Okay, yeah, that should work. That should work. Yeah.
like this costs no money to make.
It wasn't pina
So-
colada by choice.
Like yes, I would agree if I was spending money on it, this is not what I would buy. But it worked.
So, huh. So you're not drinking anything, huh, Buck?
I've got a bottle of Red Hook Bi-Coastal IPA because I'm a total hipster. It's all right.
You know what's sad? Is I have a feeling that I'm more hipster than you, and I'm not a hipster. Simply because I wear the flannel shirts.
Yeah, I wear those too.
No,
No, you don't.
I think
Yeah, I do.
Nope. You sure don't.
I think the flannel shirts is also a sign of a working man as well. So like, I don't know.
But do you wear the hammer and sickle shirt underneath the flannel shirt?
Yeah, no, I'm not. I'm not gay.
That's a communist, Buck. That's a communist.
I know. And a lot of communists tend to be hipsters. And vice versa. There's a direct correlation. I can mathematically prove it. Just don't ask me to do the math.
I guess that makes me the exception, huh?
Mm-hmm. Hipsters don't wear shimogs.
Yes, they do.
Yes, they do. They just don't wear them from actually Afghanistan.
Veteran hipsters wear shimogs. And yes, you can be a veteran and a hipster at the same time. I've known several of them.
That'd be
but
another
you
fun
aren't-
episode title.
But I doubt. I also doubt that those are communists. So I just
You'd be surprised.
maybe.
Oh,
Just
Code
because
Red.
they were only in the army for about 2 years doesn't mean they aren't veterans.
Merc, remember to mix that Code Red with Livewire to get that sweet, sweet Halo 3 gamer fuel. Pepperidge Farm remembers that shit.
Oh god. Pepperidge Farm remembers. Oh, that was whoever came up with that campaign ad.
I think I have a bottle from when they were doing gamer fuel.
I actually liked Gamer Fuel.
Yeah, I did too, but I was.
I really liked
15.
Game Fuel.
Yeah,
Well,
yeah. And
You were
until,
15. I was in my 20s.
Did you still like it when Keemstar picked it up and started like branding it?
I didn't even know who Keemstar was at that point.
Neither did I. I wasn't into the whole YouTube, Twitter
Mess.
scene. But when it was out, like, I think what was it? What was the first game it came out for? Was it Halo 3?
Yeah.
Yeah, it was Halo 3.
Yeah, it was Halo 3. I remember when it came out with Halo 3. It was delicious. Really liked
I've
it.
never had it.
It's basically a cherry flavored Livewire.
I
Yeah,
have no idea what Livewire is.
Orange.
Livewire is the orange one.
Orange what?
Orange Mountain Dew.
Mountain Dew.
If you mix the two, you
Oh.
get gamer fuel.
Oh,
Game Fuel.
I don't
Game-
drink Mountain
whatever.
Dew. I
All
don't
right,
think
so
I've
Mountain
actually had
Dew-
Mountain Dew.
Mountain Dew has had a number of flavors. The ones that were the most successful is first Code Red, then Livewire, which is an orange flavor. Well, no, actually, Pitch Black came out before Livewire did,
Yeah, I remember that. It was
but
purple.
it wasn't as popular as it could have been. I loved it. It's like I absolutely loved it. But Livewire came out after that, and then Livewire stuck around, and then they brought the competition trio. You had the white one. I can't remember what it's called.
I can't either.
You had the Taco Bell flavor,
Yeah, the one
Baja
that's
Blast,
exclusive
which-
to Taco Bell.
which doesn't taste right if it's not from a fountain, from a
Huh.
soda fountain.
Yeah,
It doesn't.
I remember they had this whole ad campaign about the fact that like for a limited time they're going to start selling it in stores.
Yeah.
I doubt Taco Bell, whatever, like.
That's
No,
probably,
they still sell it in stores in some places.
Yeah, but I feel like
It's
Taco
probably 'cause,
Bell
probably 'cause-
banks on the fact that they're the only ones that.
Well, if it had won the competition, it would have been the one. But because people could get it in the Taco Bell and it tastes so much better from a fountain, it didn't. And then I can't remember what the third flavor was.
there's the clear one, which I don't remember. Or
Crystal.
The grape one.
Right, Crystal.
That's Pepsi.
No,
I
that's,
hated pitch.
That's Pepsi.
Okay, so maybe I am remembering it wrong because Livewire was a limited run for Halo 3. Yeah, Merc is actually remembering this right.
No, Game Fuel was the limited Halo 3 run.
Game Fuel was the limited run for Halo 3,
Yeah.
not Livewire.
Not
Livewire
Livewire.
came out for a summer. It came out for the summer after Pitch Black came out for a summer. And then they brought Livewire back for a more permanent run because people liked it so much. And then the trio. And then they brought out Pitch Black 2 back out, which I fucking hated because it was sour. It was fucking sour. I did not like it at all. And then they brought Pitch Black 1 back, and now they're doing those big freaking pint cans of the Mountain Dew stuff, and those are all right. I like the black cherry one.
I don't think you could get the black cherry out here. I've never seen black cherry Mountain Dew.
Ooh, that's one we're forgetting. We're forgetting Voltage.
Voltage, that was the other green one, wasn't it?
Is blue.
Oh yeah, it was blue. It was blue.
Yeah, I liked the white one. I liked the white cherry.
Oh yeah, I hated
That one was my freaking jam. I drank that like all summer long before I joined the army.
Yeah, I did not like that one. Game Fuel was alright. I think I've got like a limited edition bottle from that campaign.
Nice.
So
It's not worth anything, but nice.
no, but it's like, hey, I'm just gonna collect this because it looks cool. Fucking. That was as far as I went with it. Oh god, what the hell? Am I having more technical issues
No,
with
you're
the
still there.
voice? No, I'm just watching in the window YouTube being like, your stream quality sucks.
Well, your stream quality usually sucks.
Yeah.
All right, so let's go ahead and move on into the some of these articles that we got here.
Let's just jump into it.
Yeah, to quote Philly D.
So where which one do we want to start on? Where's my D4?
Yeah, Mark. No, Code Red was the first variant of Mountain Dew that came out like years before.
Oh god, that's really bright.
Freaking Code Red came out when I was like 15.
Since we're talking about video games,
I ruined that one. Yeah, going from
video games to video games.
Okay, so to go ahead and move into this. So what do y'all have an idea of when it would be a good idea to hit your wife?
That is not the one I was referring to, but yeah.
That's the one I'm
Yeah,
referring to.
Okay. Never.
I'm gonna go
Especially
with the
not
zero.
when you got a live stream going.
Yeah, especially not when you have like hundreds of people watching you. You know.
Yeah.
That's like beating your wife in public. Don't do it.
Yeah, don't. You shouldn't beat your wife, period. But you know, you especially shouldn't beat it when you've got beat her, it.
Yeah, and his kids, like, what was he?
Wives aren't
I
people.
hear-
Pig 2018.
All right,
No, they're objects to be traded at will.
Well, start speaking Arabic, why don't you?
I can't pitch my voice right to speak Arabic.
You need a lot of phlegm too.
A lot of phlegm. I don't have the phlegm. That's as close as I can get.
Alright.
I don't know where this joke was going.
Hey, Ahmed, how do you spell your name? A C phlegm.
Do you Americans not have a letter for
Yeah, so a guy not too long ago, I think was it 2 or 3 days ago?
This has
What
nothing to do
was
with the
it?
article on screen, but fucking.
You can pull up a different article. Pull up the right article, man.
I have the article.
Oh, did you link it?
Yeah, it's in show description.
Okay, because I didn't
I
see.
did that before
I
I
didn't
mentioned
see the
attention.
link.
Pay attention.
Oh, there it is. Yeah, you linked it just now.
No, I linked it like.
I'm only getting the link now.
Okay.
I don't know. The timestamp says 7:35. It's 7:35. I don't know what's going on.
All right, I'll go ahead and read it. So, digital trends. From Digital Trends, we have this lovely article in their gaming section by an Aaron Mamit. Mamit?
I think it's Memete.
Memclem.
Fortnite streamer reportedly arrested after abusing wife while on Twitch. An Australian Fortnite streamer who goes by the name Mr. Dreadmoth. No, I'm sorry, Deadmoth.
That's
Deadmoth. There's no R in there. Yeah, well, he's kind of dead now.
Yeah.
I mean,
Channel is.
not only is his channel, but his butthole probably is too. Has reportedly been arrested after he abused what sources claim is his pregnant wife while live on Twitch. The case of domestic abuse was recorded in a pair of videos that have circulated online. Warning: the streamer's actions in the clips below are extremely distressing. Viewer at your own discretion. Click it. Click it.
Click it.
Okay,
Yeah, and then it's the video.
because Philly D played this shit on his thing today, and it's just like, oh god.
Oh, I didn't see that video.
Oh, there's the video. We doing this?
Yeah.
We doing this.
Away, Grace. I will be out soon. Why don't you take that as an answer? Why don't
It's
you
so
listen?
fucking quiet.
No, I haven't.
Why is that so quiet?
I'll be out soon. I will be out soon. Let me finish what I'm doing and I'll be
Because he doesn't know how to record.
soon. I'll be out soon. Listen. Listen. I will be out soon.
So you want to
Grace. I'll be out soon.
Let's skip forward.
I will be out
skip
soon.
to a minute.
Go away.
Because the first minute is him just going, I'll be out soon, fuck off. I'll be
Like
out
that?
soon, fuck
With the
off.
Yeah.
Screaming?
Okay. So this video actually,
I will.
it missed. This video comes in after
Jesus
the initial
Christ.
smack.
Jeez.
Go away. Go away.
Yeah, this guy definitely deserved to get
Fucking shit.
arrested.
Get out of here.
Because you can just hear
Go away.
the kids screaming and, oh my gosh.
Yeah, what I'm playing now is part 2.
Fuck off. All you have to do is be fucking.
Yeah. No, this is the second part. Like the initial smack. Because when you guys first told me about it, I went out and looked up the video. The initial smack, he smacked her and then started yelling at her, off camera, and she's just sitting there crying. And it's just like, Jesus, what a fucking cunt.
This is why I don't play Fortnite.
I don't play Fortnite because it's freaking stupid.
Well, there is that.
But I guess you could make the case for it being,
This is not a game for people with a short fucking temper.
Yeah.
excuse me.
Fuck you.
Jesus Christ.
Just what a fucking asshole! My God.
Yeah, but that you have to. He's not the only bad one, I'd say.
Right.
Um,
My brings up a point that I kind of noticed a little bit with the beginning of it. So apparently, like 30 minutes before this, she was throwing insults, um, punches, and was trying messing with his computer. Though I don't agree that this requires violence in return, she's not completely at fault. Um,
they're both kind of at fault,
yeah,
but he's the one who actually resorted to physical violence.
yeah, like
He instigated it.
No, she instigated it.
Well,
Well-
the room she starts with throwing an empty cardboard box, totally the same thing.
She
Which it is.
technically, she hit him with an object. So regardless of what that object is,
Yeah, but you de-escalate from there. You don't continue to make the situation worse.
no, I would have left the house the second that happened.
Yeah, that's probably a better option than, like, repeatedly, hitting her.
It is the better option. It is really the better option. If I was having things thrown at me, I would have to leave. We know that Philly D covered this.
Yeah.
We don't care
we're
that
not-
Philly D covered this. We're not Philly D. Fuck off.
Shh. We're not trying to do a whole segment on it. We just wanted to bring it up.
Locked and loaded, more integrity than Philly D. Get wrecked, journos.
Oof.
Oh.
All right, let's move on.
Yeah, moving on.
Okay, moving from video games to video games, let's go see what Fox's take on loot boxes.
Fox's take on Lootbox.
Buck says.
Fox on games. Video game gambling crackdown. Fuck off, freaking stupid
Get this video out of here.
ad. FTC to investigate growing gaming trend, loot boxes. While state legislatures across the country consider expanding gambling, Congress is cracking down on what they say is a disturbing new trend of gambling creeping into other aspects of the entertainment industry, starting with video games. The most common form of in-game gamblings is through a device called loot boxes. A familiar practice for most gamers, the randomized digital prizes can be bought by gamers looking to boost the power of their character or change their look. Now, the Federal Trade Commission has opened an investigation into loot boxes to see if they should be regulated like other forms of legalized gambling. Okay.
I will say this about 76, since we did bring it up. In the video above, I watched the video above. I don't suggest we watch it. But while they were talking about this, they were showing Fallout 76 in the background, which doesn't make any sense since there are no loot boxes in Fallout 76. Because that's one thing that Bethesda's like, oh fuck, let's not do that.
That was
At
a
least
smart
Fallout
move
76
on their part.
is honest and just goes straight pay to win.
Yeah, well, actually, no, you can't. No,
You can't. That's not pay to win.
Yeah, it's all cosmetic.
It's all cosmetic.
Oh, you can't
Yeah,
buy
it's
resources?
Weapons and weapon skins and clothes and stuff.
But no
Yeah.
resources. I heard somewhere you
No
could buy.
resources.
Okay. Never mind. I retract
Resources are so
Well, it doesn't. That doesn't even matter. It's just no, you can't. Like, granted, the shit is overpriced, but they got all of their mistakes with creation, which
Mhm.
was a single player game, so you could choose to ignore it. Anyway,
Yeah, getting loot boxes that have resources in them would be completely and utterly pointless because you don't have a big enough stash space anyways
For them,
Oh,
yeah.
to really be worth anything.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Jesus.
there
Like
was
what
that.
they just implemented the 600 stash count space in Fallout 76, didn't they? Like yesterday or the day before?
It was
I hope so.
the 4th. It was the 4th. So like
The 4th?
Yeah.
6 days ago. Man, it's been that long since I've played 76. Damn. No, I just haven't been playing video games a lot recently.
I haven't been playing Final 76. All right. So continue going.
Where was I? At a recent Senate hearing, New Hampshire Democrat Maggie Hassan raised the issue with the head of the FTC, pointing out that loot boxes are regulated by numerous other countries, including China, Japan, and most of Europe. She also pointed out that loot boxes have become a $50 billion business.
What?
Damn.
The fuck?
What?
A level that warranted increased federal scrutiny. I think it is, in fact, time for the FTC to investigate these mechanisms, Hassan suggested, to ensure the children are being adequately protected.
Okay, so
I look.
right away I have some issues with this. The wording in this paragraph. Loot boxes aren't a device. They're not physical. It's a feature.
No, but it is still
Feature.
exploitative.
No, I'm not saying it's not
Oh, it's-
exploitative, but just calling them a device. I don't like that word choice. And then loot boxes themselves are not a $50 billion business. Loot boxes are not a business. That doesn't...
Actually, no, I would say that loot boxes are probably around that.
No, I'm sure that's how much they're raking in. And I just
And they didn't call them a device. They called them a mechanism.
Yeah.
There's a difference between device and mechanism, buddy.
How
No, no.
drunk are you, Buck?
I've only have no very first sentence. The most common form of in-game gambling is through a device called loot box. This is from
Oh.
whoever wrote this. Their word choice. It's like what? No,
Oh,
it's
you're
not
going
a
back
device. Yeah, I said paragraph, not sentence.
Oh, I see it now. Is
Yeah.
through a device called loot boxes. I mean,
I don't know. I see device. I think of something physical, like what is it?
Well-
Lootbox.com, where you can get swag.
no,
ahead.
device has a couple of different meanings.
Right.
The first one is an object with a specific purpose, or at least that's how I interpret it. And then the second one, it's shit. Now I gotta look it up. Fucking Pav, look up device on Webster's dictionary.
Rimshu says it's accurate based on the second definition according to Google.
Well, now I want to know what that definition is.
Yes, I'm looking it up.
Jamie, could you pull
Good
that up
puff.
for us?
Yeah.
Alexa.
Yeah. No,
Alexa, define device. No, that doesn't work unless you have Alexa. Cortana, define device.
All right.
Oh, I gotta turn it on. I don't want to do that.
So, device. Something devised or contrived, such as a plan, procedure, or technique. Marketing device, mnemonic device, scheme to devise.
Okay, if you call it a marketing device, I could see that. It's like
Reaction from the gaming world has been relatively positive so far. Fuck yes. Loot boxes are a fucking scam. The Entertainment Software Rating Board represents the industry and says it welcomes any conversation with federal regulators. Yeah, as in make them illegal. Ditto with the International Game Developers Association, which issued its own call to action asking game makers to self-regulate when it comes to loot boxes and other forms of in-game gambling. Yeah, that's not going to happen. The group says multiple government investigations are a clear wake-up call and it says developers should begin phasing out the loot box entirely. Phasing out? No, they should stop them entirely right now. Just fucking cold turkey right there.
Or that second one. That second one is what they're going to hold to. Take steps to ensure that they're not marketing to children.
That's never going to happen. They cannot make a clear case that their games, even if they're rated mature, are not going to children.
True.
Unless it, like, casinos and gambling dens and whatever you want to call them, that's one thing. You can stop people at the door and check their ID.
But
You know?
you can't stop Grandma Greta from going, my son needs a video game this Christmas, and buying them fucking Killing Floor 2 or something. Or
Yes,
something
basically.
like that.
Pretty much.
No, I will say that, fuck, how do I want to put this? Because I kind of don't mind loot boxes so long as
They're cosmetic.
they're cosmetic. And
Yes.
so
That's fine.
this is the other thing. You look at games like TF2, Killing Floor, these games that have loot boxes, but there's also a market. So, okay, you have a loot box, you don't want to open it, you can check the market to see if what you want is, like, how much it costs. So you can just buy it or you can trade it.
So right.
I'm not saying
Star Wars,
that's a
yeah.
fix to it, because I know, like, with Battlefront 2, this was a big problem.
So,
Yeah, but that's a little bit different than saying like with Battlefront 2, where literally upgrades with for your character were based on a loot box system. You
Yeah.
could not upgrade your multiplayer character without getting loot boxes or buying them to upgrade your character. It's
Yeah.
significantly different.
well, to be fair, you could upgrade your character in Battlefront 2 without buying the loot boxes. It just would have taken fucking forever.
I think Angry Joe did the math, and it came out to like the top tier loot boxes would take somewhere around 1,000 hours to get.
Yeah,
Yeah, compared
that's a
to
lot.
their,
That's
their,
a lot of
So
play.
pretty much,
their value.
pretty much the average amount of time that most people would play a single game. Like,
A
and then
single
they'd be
game
done
over
after
their
that.
entire life.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
pretty much.
And
Which is fucking
that's
retarded.
that ain't right.
So
Um,
I mean, when it comes to loot boxes, I am okay with it being purely cosmetic and having a way to earn them from in-game currency. Like, look at Heroes of the Storm. They have loot boxes, right? But you earn loot boxes through playing the game, and you earn coins to buy loot boxes through playing the game. You can buy coins with real-world money. However, what is in the loot boxes is purely cosmetic and heroes, like different characters that you can get.
Star
But
Wars:
you
The
can-
Old Republic. Okay, keep.
Go ahead.
Star Wars: The
I'm
Old
done.
Republic had the same thing. It was just a bunch of cosmetic, because of the way that all of their, endgame gear worked. Was all endgame gear was just basically an empty shell that looked cool. So like in armor pieces, they were all empty shells, so they had no stats. You had to actually get the modifications to add stats to them, and you couldn't get those through loot boxes.
Mm-hmm.
And they had a very, very well put together marketplace. So like, you go to the GTN and like someone bought a shit ton of loot boxes, literally just to sell them for in-game currency on the marketplace. So like even if you didn't want to spend real life money, like not only were they not going to help you in any way in the game, but you can get them all still through in-game.
Yeah,
It
so
was-
like, in that kind of instance, a loot box is absolutely fine. You know, if it's purely cosmetic and you have a way of earning it through the game itself, where if you want to just skip all the earning through the game, you can just buy it. right?
Mm-hmm.
But when it comes to, I think the biggest perpetrator of this crime is through mobile games, the pay-to-win
Oh
games.
god.
Yeah.
Oh
Mobile
my god,
games.
loot boxes are
Let's not
so prevalently horrible.
let's start
It's
talking. Oh, like even as much as I brought up Bethesda, Fallout Shelter has loot boxes, and those are pay to win thing. Like you get shit. What do you get from their loot boxes?
Not sure. I've never played it.
so there was a game that I played a lot. It's called Vega Conflict. It's on Steam. You can play it on the computer, or you can play on your phone. And I loved it. It was fucking great. The combat was really nice. All the progression was really good. They had monthly events that you got better ships for the better you played, the more you played it and everything like that. Everything was earnable. But the game went seriously pay to win, I think about a month and a half, 2 months before I quit playing altogether. It was a really good hood game. It's all ship-based combat, in space.
Mm-hmm.
So the problem is that you could buy coins, and you could use these coins to instantly repair your ships. Otherwise, you'd have to wait for them to be repaired, and it was real life wait time for these ships to be repaired, right? But if you had coins, if you had the right amount of coins, you could instantly repair, and then that very fleet could be right back out to continue fighting. And what was happening was the Chinese players had infinite coin supplies because of hacking or something like that. And they dominated. Not because they were better, but because they could just Zerg wave you like over and over and over again.
And then fix up and take off like nothing happened.
Mm-hmm. So, I actually got pretty high in the rankings on that game with the clan that I was part of, and I stopped playing because there was no competing against that. It's like the Chinese players, they flooded in once they figured out how to steal, hack the coins and everything, and there was just no. Whenever there was a Chinese clan in one of the systems that you were in, you might as well just stop playing because they'll just destroy everything you have. The second you exit your base, they destroy it. The second that they go through and they scorched earth and destroy every single base that they could.
Christ.
Yeah, it was pointless trying to play when one of the Chinese clans was around.
This is why I don't play Eve. And Eve is its own monster.
Dude, you could actually make a living off of Eve.
Yes, but I don't want to.
Yeah, neither do I. It's fucking boring.
So,
I mean, that's a whole nother kind of monster right there.
yeah. Rimshi, to answer your question on Destiny, Destiny does offer loot boxes
Loot boxes.
by paying for silver, but it tells you what's in them.
Okay, so there is
Like-
some pieces of armor that you can get from loot boxes that are not just cosmetic.
Well, I mean, there's weapon skins. Like, usually when you go to buy one of those loot boxes, it'll say, this contains maybe a sparrow, and a bunch of shaders, and maybe one other thing. But you know exactly what you're getting.
Well, I don't
It's-
think it's that you know, like, my issue with loot boxes is that it's not just that you don't know what you're getting. It's also the fact that if you like the only way to get said piece of like weapon, like you
If
really
you
want
know,
this weapon.
yeah, the only way you could get this set of armor is by spending $20 and hoping you roll the right numbers.
All right.
Then, yeah, I don't think that's so much a problem with Destiny 2.
It has Destiny 2 has its fair share of stuff. Just a little.
Yeah, edge transits, please. Give me more.
Yeah. Hey, can you get rid of the ridiculous grind on Master Cores? That'd be fantastic.
Yeah.
Out of which game?
Destiny 2.
Destiny 2.
Oh, I haven't picked it up yet. I might sometime this spring if I have money.
That might-
It's good. We're me, Black Ruby, and like a few others. Was it Devin?
Coyote?
Yeah, Coyote, Devin,
and-
Topaz, Truth. I think Goose is now playing it. Bees has it now. We're all having fun with it.
Yeah, it's a fun co-op experience.
Yeah, I think that's the main thing.
When you're not drunk
Well-
off your ass and trying to raid.
Yeah, I don't have it yet. I mean, I had it. I had Destiny 1 for the PlayStation.
You know, you could have had it. I think a few people did tell you about it was free because Destiny 2 was free until like November 18th. It was free for like half a month.
Yeah, and then I would have had to pay for it after November 18th.
No. People who got it.
You
On
get the
November
base game
18th,
for
did-
free.
Yeah,
Oh,
Not the expansions. You have to buy the expansions, but
but that doesn't matter really.
no.
Like you can get those later. You're
Yeah,
still
not
saving
worried
yourself,
about it.
Like $30, or not 30. How much is it? $60? Yeah, I think it's still.
Yeah, about there.
yeah. I'm not worried about it right now. I've already got a lot of games that I want to play.
Mhm.
Destiny 2 is, it's in the list of games that I want to play, but I've got so many right now that I have to finish before I get any more.
Oh Jesus Christ! The amount of games that I should probably finish.
Yeah, it's pretty big. I want to at least get through the story of freaking, what's it called? Inquisitor Martyr. And they're still putting out expansions and stuff that you don't have to pay for. It's like they're not expansions, they're seasons, but they continue on and they act like expansions. So I gotta get through that. The only problem with Inquisitor Martyr is it's dry.
Is it?
It is. It's very dry. I mean, I don't know why it just doesn't feel 40K. It looks 40K, but it doesn't feel 40K. It's not. It doesn't have. It's not very smooth. It's very. It doesn't feel right. Let's just leave it that way, with that. It doesn't feel right. Now, another ARPG, isometric style that's still in its early release phase. It's called Wolsen, something like that. Let me look at it right now. I picked that one up because it's still early access and it's still like $20 or something. Actually got to start Steam. And it feels amazing. It feels like Diablo 3 was supposed to feel. You know, it's very smooth, it's very intuitive, it's very smart. Because the reason why I say it feels the way Diablo 3 is supposed to instead of Path of Exile is because Path of Exile feels like Diablo 2.
Yeah, I can see that.
Whereas this one feels like Diablo 3 except better. Much better. So much better. Let me see. Let me find it here. I was actually streaming some of the gameplay of it on Twitch last weekend. I might do that tomorrow morning after I get done with PT.
Okay.
Depends. Well, no. I probably shouldn't because I gotta take my aunt to a doctor's appointment. Not my aunt, but my wife's aunt. Come on, Steam. Hurry up and load. Alright, library.
I'm gonna run downstairs and get another beer, so I'll
Yep.
be back in a second.
The game name is Wolcen, Wolcen, Lords of Mayhem.
I think I've heard of that.
Yeah,
It
it's
rings a bell.
freaking, so far it's freaking great, dude. They've put a lot of work into making sure that it's running just right. Yeah, it runs it's perfect. I mean, it's got bugs. You know, it's got some difficulty scaling that it probably needs work. That definitely needs work. But from a control aspect, from a user interface aspect to how the skills work, it's like, you know how in Diablo 1 you picked up skills and spells from reading books and tomes? Am I the only one here right now?
No, I'm here. I'm just like listening, and I have nothing to add.
Did you ever play Diablo 3? Or not 3, 1?
No, I don't play isometric games.
Ah, that's
So-
true. That's true.
So
I'll
like,
just.
I have nothing to add here at all.
That's too bad, dude. I understand that you don't like isometric games.
It's just not my thing. I don't think they're bad. Or
Yeah.
anything, because like
All right,
Pillars of the
Buck.
Eternity 2.
Buck, are you
fucking
back?
Amazing.
Buck, are you back? I could have swore I heard him set something down. Damn it. Damn it! I see noises. I see noises. I hear him too.
There he is.
There he is. Buck. God damn it, dude. Fucking hurry up.
He puts on his headphones so late after sitting down. It's always hilarious.
Right? Like,
It's
I
like you
usually
hear
have
music.
my headphones in my hand before I'm sitting down even.
What are we talking about?
We're talking about isometric games.
Oh.
Do you remember playing Diablo 1?
No, I played Diablo 2, though.
You suck! Okay, so,
When did Diablo 1 come out?
like 92?
I was born in
Holy
92.
shit, I wasn't born in.
If you played Diablo 2, you should have wanted to play Diablo 1.
No, because my friend at the time was like, 2 is the best. You don't need to play 1.
You do need to play 1.
No, I do need to play 1 because
Okay,
I
so-
have an issue with doing things out of order.
Yeah. So, in Diablo 1. Alright, so you know how in Diablo 2 you have a skill tree, right?
Yeah.
In Diablo 1, you do not. You learn skills, well, you learn spells through reading tomes that you pick up.
Okay.
Okay. That's how you learn them. In Wolcen, you have both. You have a skill points tree, and you learn skills/spells through picking up books and reading them. And you can level them up the same way. You can level them up through experience or by picking up another book or tome of that same skill. It's freaking amazing. It blends 1 and 2 together so well. It brings what's great about both of them together. And that's how Diablo 3 should have been. We should have taken the good from both of them and combined them together to make the third one. And they didn't do that. They didn't do that. They completely took any of the fun of completely personalizing your build out of the whole equation. Said, these are the skills that you can use. Figure it out. So, I don't know, I'm looking forward to the game when it's complete.
Sweet.
Anyways, moving on to the next article.
Next article.
What is the next article?
Next article is part 2 of our our episode title.
You want to read this one, Buck?
Sure. I'm gonna have problems not laughing my ass off while I read this. Fucking California University students get to bottom of, quote, dangerous racism of Christian cartoon vegetables. Quote, they are taught that white is right and minorities are the source of evil. Thank you, pluralist. Thank you. A California State University on Thursday held a whiteness forum dedicated to explicating how seemingly innocuous elements of American culture, from children's cartoons to sports, are in fact inlaid with racism.
Hold the phone. A California State University.
Yeah, that tripped me up too. There's a word missing there.
Wait, which? There's more than one.
This is apparently California State University San Marcos. I don't know where the other ones are.
Well, there could be multiple campuses for a single university.
Looks like UCLA, Berkeley.
California's.
It would have made this sentence would have made more sense if they had said a university based in the state of California,
Yeah.
or even better, on Thursday, comma, a university in the state of California, comma.
Or just a Californian university. You could truncate it even more. Oh my god. The annual
Blasphemy.
conference The annual conference is organized by the Communications Department at California State University San Marcos and spearheaded by a course titled Com 454, The Communication of Whiteness.
The communication of whiteness.
The event exhibits projects developed by students, each addressing exigencies of bigotry in American culture. One student this year undertook a critical evaluation of VeggieTales, which you always
Somebody
know
was
will be
grasping for
fun.
straws.
Yeah.
VeggieTales is Jewish propaganda.
You're Jewish propaganda.
They're all Zionists. A children's cartoon in which the friendship of a tomato and a cucumber overcomes adversity while reaffirming traditional Christian values.
That is such a terrible take on VeggieTales, but alright. I used to watch VeggieTales when I was growing up. Like, I watched all of them.
Yeah, I did too.
That's
and
a weird. That's a weird take.
I was always confused when they threw in the Bible verses. I'm like, I get the why is that there?
Because it's a Christian show.
Yeah, so when I was a kid, I didn't clue into that. I'm just like, really? The Verdurous show was... Is it Verdurous or Verdurous? Verdurous show was condemned in the forum as racist for presenting some of its villains as having ethnic accents. The College Fix reported Monday. When... What? When kids see the good white character triumph over the bad person of color character, they are taught that white is right and minorities are the source of evil.
Wait, no, they're all green. They're all the color of the vegetable. Wait, hold on, what? And multiple characters have already been established as being...
Okay, guys, I gotta admit something here. I'm a cucumber supremacist. Just saying.
Jesus.
Pav, I think we should go ahead and just split off from Buck and start our own show. One where
One where cucumbers aren't allowed.
No, one where we don't disclose to our audience what we like to shove up our asses.
The tomato's not gonna work.
I'm not equipped to have this conversation.
I think Bob needs an adult.
Ladies and gentlemen, Locked and Loaded, where the vegetables aren't safe and adults don't matter.
Oh. I was right. The minorities are the source of evil. The project title card read, according to the Fix, quote, VeggieTales and other like-minded works have made the good messages in the Bible dangerous.
Jesus Christ.
Wait a second.
Literally. No.
What?
Okay, hold on. I'm gonna read this next part. Really, and in one episode of the show, the animated cast presents an interpretation of the Book of Esther, in which the wicked Ham is represented by a Mexican marauder with a cringe-worthy Hispanic accent that makes Speedy Gonzalez sound authentic. It may not be
Wait,
tasteful,
Speedy Gonzalez isn't authentic Mexican?
but how dangerous is... Okay, no. Okay, a long time ago, they
But that's how they all
pre-established
talk at the
which-
restaurant.
They all establish which characters kind of fit into which statement. And the one... He's not Mexican. It's just... Oh, God.
He's a Mexican jumping bean.
Yeah, it's literally where the freaking like vegetable comes from. It was. Oh my God, I'm done. I'm not defending VeggieTales. Fuck this. I was so to.
Oh my God.
But how it is dangerous is unclear.
Yeah. that's-
Aside for VeggieTales, the forum also deconstructed the NFL, accusing the sport, according to the Fix, of perpetuating racial power structures by letting white coaches order around their black players. What?
All you need is fucking Google to tell you that there are black coaches in the NFL.
Yeah, that's kind of like saying anytime a black dude has a white boss, it's perpetuating white supremacy.
What?
I think the Cleveland Browns have a black coach. There was a game I was watching last week where there was a black coach coaching the team. It's like, what the fuck is this?
Ladies and gentlemen, Locked and Loaded, swing and a miss.
What?
Another.
That is reaching so far that
Like you're past your ass now. You've gone back into your throat. Like
Another trendy topic was the culpability of white women in the spread of white supremacy, a subject with which even the mainstream left has been developing a bizarre obsession since the election of President Donald Trump. Oh.
Let me read that again.
Yeah.
My brain
The
is...
culpability of white women in the spread of white supremacy. Oh my god. Okay, moving on. If nothing else, the forum, at least as described by The Fix, captures what critics see as the tendency of many humanities departments around the country to dwell on cultural trivia in an insatiable crusade to uncover traces, no matter how faint, of bigotry. Thank you.
They're taking the Sarkeesian approach, I see. In 2012, journalist Naomi Schaefer Riley, then writing for the Chronicle of Higher Education, inveighed against the proliferation of these academic disciplines.
I have to disagree with you on the Sarkeesian approach.
everything
She
is-
injected things. She injected things that weren't there.
Yeah.
She went and got one of those marinade injectors and shoved it into somebody's ass cheek and then just squeezed it in.
It's just full of hot air. Yeah, exactly.
Just. Oh god. When she tell Jeebles to start watching if he has something to comment, because I'd like to hear what he says, because my brain is broken.
I thought. So when did Jable stop watching our show?
Well,
He's been in
apparently
and out.
Rimshi is bringing up something that Jables said, but Jables is not saying it.
It probably
So-
pertains to VeggieTales. Just link him the
Yes, that's
the stream and
Link
tell
in
him
the
that,
description.
Yeah, we're talking about how fucking VeggieTales is apparently racist according to fucking college
well, okay,
students.
Yes, I wasn't being sarcastic when I said this is Jewish propaganda. Nonetheless,
Yes, you
what the
were.
fuck is this?
In 2012, journalist
just read
Right, I'm gonna
Naomi
read it.
Schaefer. Go ahead.
I'm because we already read that. I'm gonna read the
quote.
little quotation
I-
from her. Sorry. Seriously, there are legitimate debates about the problems that plague the black community, but it's unclear that they're not happening in black studies department. If these young scholars are the future of the discipline, I think they can just as well leave their calendars at 1963 and let some legitimate scholars find solutions to the problems of blacks in America, solutions that can't or that don't begin and end with the blame on the white man. Who is this person? How do I follow her?
Twitter.
Naomi Schaefer Riley.
Okay, she's
Try
on
Twitter.
Twitter. She's on Twitter. Um, now I'm worried that
Oh wow. In response to her
Whoa.
post, the Chronicle terminated Riley's blog.
Jesus.
She got fired for that.
great.
Dang.
This is why we have our own
Oh,
blog.
I love. Hold on. The person who wrote this is apparently listed at the bottom as Adam James. He's the Pluralist co-founder,
It's
senior writer.
it's Adam.
Adam.
Adam. Adam.
Adam.
I love this little statement. You can argue with him on Twitter.
We should argue with him about the pronunciation of his first name.
Yeah.
You can argue with him on Twitter. That's funny.
Do we need SJWs, Space Justice Warriors? In addition, oh my god,
Space?
this,
Space Justice Warriors.
it's a title to this thing. It's a tweet from him, and I think this is at the beginning of one of his articles. In addition to colonization and its associated terms, what are some words you consider to be problematic when we talk about space exploration? I think in another one is settlement. That comes up a lot and obviously has a lot of connotations for folks about conflict in the Middle East. I think that's one people often turn to when they mean inhabitation and humans living off world. And then he titles that with, "Do we need SJWs, Space Justice Warriors?" Yeah. Oh, it's a reference to this playlist article. A feminist astronomer to NSA. Man, space flight is a sexist phrase.
Oh, for fuck's sake.
Oh my gosh. But no, this is just
Did you hear about Ocasio-Cortez trying to change the Constitution by threatening to run for president because she claims that the set of rules the Constitution lays out for who can be president is sexist? Because it says nothing about women, apparently.
It doesn't say anything about either gender. It
doesn't.
It's worded gender neutrally.
yeah.
It doesn't specifically say men or women. It says citizens. Pretty sure the last time I checked, women were citizens.
Unless something happened between now and 10 minutes ago.
Holy shit.
This bitch, she just keeps saying stupider and stupider things. Speaking of stupid, we can go to one of two places.
All of the articles that we have, like, kind of fit that.
I know.
Introduction.
Oh yeah, but this one epitomizes it. Being vegan makes you mentally disabled, warns top Danish doctor.
All right.
I didn't know Danishes could be doctors. Pretty sure those were food.
He has a PhD in pastries.
Such a diet may involve developing different brain symptoms. The chief physician at a leading hospital in Denmark has warned that being vegan can cause mental disabilities and other disorders. Pretty sure you had to have such disorder in order to become a vegan.
Okay, quick aside. There's an ad for a sweater on the right side of my screen that looks like a fucking suit of armor. It's a sweatshirt. And I kind of want it.
That actually was cool.
I know. It's probably a scam.
See, I have all ads blocked, so I see it.
Knowing me, it's probably a scam. Back to
Dr.
the article.
Alan Lund of Rigshospitalet
Is that a type of pastry?
It is
in
now.
Copenhagen highlighted the risks of a vegan lifestyle for young people in an appearance last week on Danish TV. I did not know there was a network specifically dedicated to Danishes.
What is it with Copenhagen and donuts? I don't get it.
I don't know. I could have swore that they were like strictly a chewing tobacco. Where was I? Such a diet may involve developing different brain symptoms with muscle weakness, poor contact, and epilepsy, he told TV4. And in the long term, mental retardation.
Can confirm I had to live with a vegan for a year. He's the only
bastard.
person I've met who managed to burn water. And I'm not speaking figuratively.
According to Lund, his hospital has recently treated a number of vegan kids with such problems. The news program aired amid a national debate in Denmark over the growing phenomenon of parents putting their children on plant-based diets. That should be a crime. Lund's medical opinion
Hold on.
will likely come as no surprise to some Americans.
Hold on. Vaccines don't cause autism. Veganism does.
Dude, they don't even they're not even that light. They go way past the whole word autism and go straight into retard. It's like there's no way to be politically correct about it. You have autists, and then you have retards.
And then you have vegans.
Autists are born that way. Retards are made that way. Usually with a hammer, but in this case with a diet. Lund's medical opinion will likely come as no surprise to some Americans. Last week, People for the Ethical Treatment of Animals, an animal rights group that advocates veganism, tweeted out a chart of common sayings that it deemed anti-animal and so forbidden.
Oh god, I heard about that.
I need to see this. I fucking.
You haven't seen it?
You haven't
I
seen
have to.
You
okay,
hadn't seen
stop
it?
using anti-animal language instead of kill two birds with. Oh my god.
Yeah?
Oh my god.
I can't believe you didn't see that. Oh, that's right. You don't frequent Twitter that often.
Not anymore. Oh.
Amid widespread mockery of the PETA's intellect, it followed up with explicitly comparing animal rights to those of African Americans and gays, effectively one-upping its attempt days earlier to co-opt feminism.
Jesus Christ.
Wow. The United States has also has its fair share of progressive parenting trends, from empowering children to pick their gender to teaching them social media values. That may or may not be good for American youth. I'm going to lean towards not good.
What the hell are social media values? Censorship is good?
I guess, to be fair,
Jack Dorsey is God?
research suggests that Americans' animal products heavy diet is less than ideal for their health or the environment. Plus, there are the moral arguments that eating animals is wrong. No, there are no moral arguments that eating animals are wrong. If they didn't taste so good, we wouldn't eat them.
No, there is the moral argument. It's just a wrong argument.
Well, it's not that there isn't a moral argument. It's just that, like, for me and for most people who would say that there is no moral argument, it doesn't fit our set of moral values.
I mean, coming from the cow's perspective, there is definitely a moral argument not to eat cows and to eat chicken instead.
Going to die. I mean, like, what's wrong with killing it at a point in time where it's going to benefit the hungry stomachs of a bunch of starving African children? I mean, you guys like starving African children, right? You don't want them to always be starving? Like, come on. I don't know where I was going with that joke, to be honest.
I don't either. Because at first I thought you were going into when it's getting close to old age to die, and then I was going to say, but then the meat is stringy and tough.
I wasn't going to make that argument.
It must be the younger the animal, the more succulent and tender the meat is.
I think the best argument against veganism is the song Pillow Talk, to be honest.
What?
Yeah, no, I'm not kidding. It's a song called Pillow Talk by Little Dicky. You should go listen to it.
Maybe
I'm
later.
Okay. No, after the stream I'm going to show it to you.
After the stream, I'm actually going to bed, dude.
No, you're gonna watch it first
It's
and then
11:30
No.
where he is.
After the stream, I gotta go to bed, dude.
pussy.
It's like,
All right.
That's actually why I'm going to bed.
it's because we're in the wrong time zone.
No, it's because you guys don't get laid.
And
Fair
that.
enough.
Boom. Moving on. Actually, I think that's the end of the article, actually.
Yeah, that is the end of the article.
Oh, man.
Got one more we could too, but it's not required.
Eh.
I see. I like the next one though. The next one's hilarious. The feminist ideals
we
of
can do it in-
paradise.
We can rip through it. Let's rip
Do we
through
wanna
it.
do it?
We got this. We'll power through it. So, I'll take this one. Feminists' idea of paradise is socialist Syrian commune that has no men. Quote, anyone want to have a men-free commune in the U.S.? Jezebel readers heartily approved of a glowing profile about...
Jezebel.
Yeah, fucking Jezebel. What's worse, Jezebel or everyday feminism? I can't tell at this point. Jezebel readers hardly approved of a glowing profile about a Syrian feminist commune published Monday by the Liberal blog. Quote, with the aid of women's rights groups and volunteers, a group of women in Syria have reached a self-sustainable feminist commune outside of the structures of patriarchy and capitalism, end quote. Wrote senior Jezebel reporter Prachi Gupta in an article entitled Women in Syria Have Created a Feminist Commune Free of Patriarchy and Capitalism. Wow. That's... Jesus Christ.
I'm looking at this image on the front page, and I can't help but draw parallels in my mind to porn.
Hold on, what? Oh my gosh.
Just a bit.
Tell me you don't see it too.
No, I see it. Yeah.
Pav.
No, I see it. I see it.
Okay. Just making sure I wasn't the only freaking perv on the freaking stream. Anyways, moving on.
Women in Jinwar, a village located in war-torn northern Syria that was under ISIS control only a few years ago, are mainly survivors of ISIS brutal violence, the Independent reported. Men are not allowed to remain in the village. Women farm their own lots, sell the harvest, and make all the decisions in the ecological idyll. There's no need for men here. Our lives are good, one of Jinwar's residents told the Independent. Jezebel readers responded to Gupta's piece by praising the women of Jinwar and criticizing men. Okay. Anyone want to have a men-free commune in the U.S.? Well, wrote one commenter in a top-rated remark. This village embodies what I believe men fear at the most deep existential level, a society in which they're unnecessary, wrote another user who goes by the sobriquet, Tyrannosaurus Regina. Okay, Regina? I don't fucking know. Yet another commenter took issue with the reportedly sexist language used in the Independent's coverage of Jinwar, specifically the sentence declaring the residents of Jinwar are kept busy by the work required to be self-sustainable.
How is it sexist language?
Kind of have to
I don't know.
work to get shit done.
Yeah, I don't know.
Quote, all I hear is, the manless state of these specific pitiable women is acceptable to me, the male reporter, because Jesus Christ! Because the universe is still keeping these women very busy. Women whose time is unoccupied with the brute quest for survival under patriarchy, however, are expected to want to fuck and be around men, i.e. idle women who opt to renounce women equals fucking chaos. Jezebel commenter, well, fuck me with a chainsaw, opined.
What?
What?
That's... I did not...
That's the name?
I did not break sentence. That's the commenter's name. The reactions to the Jinwar coverage, especially that of Jezebel commenters, embody what many conservatives and critics would likely view as the excesses of feminism. Yeah.
Yeah, this is the
Yeah.
extreme. This is the extreme side. This is the side of feminism that's like
We don't want to
joins the
see.
Church of Vagina, or is it the Church of Vagina? Yeah,
I don't
think-
fucking know.
So there is an online church that's just for women.
So here's the thing. This village embodies what, I believe, men fear at the most deep existential level. A society in which they're unnecessary. Who will open their jars? Who will get
Okay,
things?
okay, so
Who will get the heavy boxes down from the attic?
We'll get the hammer and nails out.
So
Who will
hold on.
fix the plumbing?
I'm confused. Have they fixed the reproduction problem?
No.
No. So that's gonna last a
I
generation.
mean, who? Yeah, I mean, who will produce the baby batter?
like, um.
I mean, who will give them those deep-rooted orgasms that they so longingly desire?
Apparently, some women think that women do it best. So I mean, that's not entirely an argument.
I'm sorry, but
Not an
no,
argument.
they make strap-ons for a reason. The penis is still necessary.
I don't have a video of Alex Jones shirtless wearing dog ears.
I don't know. I can't see what you're
That's our
looking
next topic.
at. Yeah. Apparently. The fuck?
I'm not seeing it.
I need a link.
It's an ad. Okay, I guess I'll click on. No.
Yes, click on the ad. Click on the ad.
I have clicked on it. It doesn't do anything.
Click on the
It
ad,
just pauses-
Pav.
It just pauses it. It doesn't take me anywhere.
Click on the ad, Pav.
I've clicked it.
Pav, you obviously haven't clicked it because if it were an ad, it would have taken you somewhere.
No, it's a video. Scroll up to the top of the page.
Up to the top. I see. Heisman Trophy winner
seeing-
forcibly cuts teen's hair.
I'm seeing stuff about like inventions, bifocals, and
Yeah, that's what I'm seeing
kites,
too.
Yeah, I
and
have
swimming fins.
I have a video about Alex Jones.
Well, they're probably very good at marketing stuff. Because they gave us the neat facts about inventions, and they gave you the conspiracy theory.
They gave you fucking Alex
fucking
Jones.
tinfoil hat.
Right, I'm the one with the tinfoil hat.
Yes, you are.
Uh huh.
You totally are. I've got video evidence. Well, not video, photographic. Buck, I need your help.
What am I supposed
Photoshop
to
a
do here?
tinfoil hat onto Bob's head.
Like doesn't have pictures of Pav.
Hang on, I got this.
No, I just need a transparent PNG of tinfoil. But I'm not doing that. That'd be.
Oh, come on.
That'd take
Oh,
work.
Alex Jones just wrapped the tinfoil hat around his head. Okay.
God damn it! Where did that damn pic?
Did you save a picture of me?
No.
He
Do I
just
wanna
he
know?
put it in the revenge folder. Things to
Oh.
use later.
Ugh. I'm not entirely sure. I want to know what that means.
Damn it! I can't find it.
I don't even know what it means.
See, I didn't actually save it. I just can't remember where Pav sent it to me from. I'm pretty sure it was in the DMs, but it's gone because Pav is smart and deleted it because he knew me well enough to know I would take advantage of it. Bastard, ruining my fun.
I actually didn't delete it, and it wasn't.
Fuck! Where'd it go? Is it in general?
No.
I don't
Where'd
even
it go,
know where
then?
it is.
Well, it was in show construction.
You deleted it, didn't you?
Just now.
Fucking dick. I needed that! I needed that for my antics. And shenanigans.
Anyway.
Seriously, all I was gonna do is figure out how to Photoshop in a whole bunch of hookers for you. So you wouldn't feel so alone.
I'm all alone.
There's no one there beside you.
Nope. It's just me. And my... But that doesn't do much for me. I have to
Well,
wait an
since
entire
It
day
really
before
doesn't
that.
do anything for you.
Nah. No, it's been a while since I've actually gotten like a nicotine high.
Yeah, vapes don't do that. Vaping for a while and then smoking a cigarette will. Definitely.
Yeah, this is different.
Different concentrations.
Uh-huh.
Well, it's what, quarter to
It's
midnight where
quarter
you
to
are?
midnight. It
This
is.
is a
Yeah.
good spot to wrap things up here.
It is.
Yeah, it's always a good idea to wrap things up. Hey, speaking of, hey Pav, did you remember to wrap things up?
No, actually, I never did.
Dang. Nice job. And here you were complaining about me suggesting you pump a... Never mind. Ladies and gentlemen, this has been your Monday Night Locked and Loaded with Sergeant Buck, Pavros,
Fucking A.
and myself, Smart Pig 2150. Hope y'all are smart enough to wrap it up. Good night.
Good night.